till it loads up. The worst thing is, right, this will actually be streaming and we can't, you don't know. I hate that. You look at the video and you just see yourself staring. There we go. Run the intro. What's happening, Hammers? Dan and Nikki here outside the, what is that? What is their stadium called?
I don't know. Is it the A13 stadium?
The A13 stadium. Dagenham and Redbridge 1, West Ham United 3. What'd you make of that, Nick?
Yeah, decent little run out for the boys. Important to get the good crowd that they had. 4,500 I think they had over there. Everyone paying £10 a ticket, so...
Yeah, raise a lot. Yeah, 4,515 I think was the official attendance, yeah. Good for them. And like I said, I think some people were questioning, you know, if we should be playing a game. Obviously, looks like Collins picked up an injury.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too serious, but we can't afford any injuries at the minute. But...
That's it. But I think it was important, where we've got all this time off, to have the boys get out there and have a run out in a...
Yeah, it was a good fitness exercise for some of them. Antonio got a full game. Hugill got a full game and he scored a goal.
Yeah, I thought Antonio did a great job. He
ran his heart out today.
Yeah, exactly.
Looked fit again.
I think that's good as well, because you see, he's not just taking it as it's only Dagenham and Redbridge. You know.
No, it was a good competitiveness to the game. It was a good edge to the game. It wasn't like they was taking it easy, but
yeah. I mean, Antonio ran everywhere. He even ran down the tunnel for a piss or a shit or whatever someone was saying he ran. That was so bizarre. All of a sudden, in the middle of the game, he just legs it down the tunnel and comes back 2 minutes later. Like, he didn't even ask permission from the he just legged it off.
Yeah,
weird
thing.
When
you need to go, mate. That's
you need to go. You never see that, would you, in the Premier League? But
he might pick something up on holiday, like a little bug or something, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, I think good for him to get 2 goals. And I think Jordan Hugill, we got to talk about Jordan Hugill, played a full game.
I'm not convinced by him, to be honest with you. I think that's harsh because it's only a friendly, and you know, you can't look too much into it, but it just doesn't look like a Premier League player. It doesn't look like a football player.
Yeah.
Let alone a Premier League player. Misses.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a Premier League player, let alone I forgot what I was. I've lost my track of thought now. But he didn't look good at all.
Some of his decision making. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, struggled.
There was Antonio passed to him with the idea that I pass it to you, quickly pass it to me back, and I make a forward run, and then Hugill just passes it backwards. And you can see the groans and a lot of poor touches. But he did get on the score sheet. Yeah, right place, right time.
I think he's just got to settle in, but I don't know. I'm not convinced by him. I'm not convinced he's Premier League quality.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I can't see it, you know. And Preston fans had been sort of laughing at us and sort of telling us when we signed him, like, he weren't even good enough for us.
Yeah.
But it's one of them things. When you sign a player, you want to give him a chance and get behind him. And so far, I'm not seeing if it's justified the $9 million. Hopefully.
Well, you never know.
Comes good. You can't really completely judge him again in this game.
What's some of these comments coming
Some
through?
of them coming. So Brandon said, "Legends Perrier, cheers, mate. You conceded against Dagenham and Redbridge."
We did. Yeah. Good goals, well.
Yeah. Nah, it's a friendly. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them things. I'm not reading too much into it. How are we going to fare against Southampton after that showing? I mean, obviously we'll have a very different side.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of players are on internationals, aren't they? So you got like.
We had a lot of youth in there.
A lot of youth. Some of the youth impressed tonight. I thought Scully was very good. He looked very lively.
Yeah, Scully. Holland looked decent.
Holland looked okay, yeah. But I was really impressed by Scully. I thought he had a brilliant game.
Yeah.
The young blonde kid, like little De Bruyne. I thought he was lively. He looked lively. He looked, he wanted the ball all the time. Didn't look intimidated to play with the seniors. Well, I think that's good, man. That's good for the future.
Philip Demacoli says, "What was it like being on TalkSport yesterday?"
It's what it is, Phil. You know what I mean? It was okay. Talked into a microphone about West Ham.
Aman Ali wants to know, how was Masuaku?
He looked a bit rusty, but he hasn't learnt to cross the ball, that's for sure. He hit the post or the bar with one of his crosses.
Yeah, he got a cross.
The bar. He looked okay. Wasn't too bad.
better atmosphere than the London Stadium. You know what? The noise, I thought it'd keep there quite well.
The ground is like a throwback to the 80s. It's, you know, we was in the terraces, and it was like going back to the South Bank years ago, but just a much smaller version.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I love them little grounds. You're so close as well.
Yeah.
You know, I was standing at the back, and obviously they're not a big stand, and Cresswell and Noble come over to take a corner, and you could hear them talking to each other, like they was talking, and you could hear them. It was really good. I love little ground. Obviously, we miles away from that, from where we are. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. It was so interesting as well, standing on the terraces, and you've got a mixture of Dagenham and Redbridge fans and West Ham fans, and some that are both, and it's like you're hearing celebrations and cheering.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
No, it's important though, because it's a big game for the Daggers. I mean, they've had their funding pulled, and you know, obviously it's tough, and they're local team, and I think the onus on Premier League teams is to help out the smaller teams when they get into financial trouble, because you know, clubs like that are so important to the community. I mean, I've been here before, a couple of social things I've been here for, like when we was setting up the Thames Ironworks, we had a committee meeting in there once, and you know, it's so important for the community to you know, and for you know, for a club to, you know, when you look at the scales of the money from the top to the, you know, they've been in the league before, Dagenham. They've been in the League 1, League 2, League 2 I think it was. They've been in League 2 before. And when you think about the scales of the money, if you think about the Premier League players that was on there tonight, if they all donated their wages, they'd probably save this club.
Yeah.
You know, probably, like, if every West Ham player donated a week's wages, they could probably do their fucking stand-up as well, the stadium. Give it a lick of paint, you know what I mean? But
football like that, you know, and it is a proper affordable football for working class people.
Yeah, and it's important. I think it's good for clubs like West Ham not to lose touch with those smaller clubs that need help, that need a hand. You know, it's so easy to just turn around and say, no, well,
not to mention our under-23s are playing here as a home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they probably owe them a couple of favours.
A couple of questions about staying up. Someone's asked, do you think we'll stay up? And someone else asked, do you think if we lose this Southampton game, we'll be down if we lose to Southampton?
We're not down.
Obviously not mathematically
down, but it'll be very tough. I think if we lose to Southampton, I think confidence will be at an all-time low. I think it'd be very tough from there, but a win against Southampton, and I think we'd put ourselves in a decent position.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
You know, it's a tough game, the next one, a big game as well, and you know, both teams are going to be fighting for it. They're going to be up for it as well because they're in the same position as us.
Yeah.
So yeah, both teams need the points. It's going to be very interesting.
I see someone else asked how was Adrian today, and I thought he made some good saves.
Yeah, he did.
Did you see that double save?
Yeah, he played really well. Yeah,
played really well. I mean, it was. I think their goal. There was obviously he was sort of overloaded in the box and a lot of players, and it was one of them things. But yeah, overall, I thought he did a good job. I'm surprised we didn't play one of the younger keepers. I haven't seen any of them play.
Well, he needs practice as well. He might be our number one keeper. Who knows what the situation is?
It's true, yeah, it's true. So it's one of them things, but hopefully now, you know, it is a friendly, but hopefully a winning feeling, and you know, having the fans there singing and the atmosphere will give them a little bit of a lift. You know, they've had their little break at Miami.
Yeah.
Now, Southampton is massive, absolutely massive. Are West Ham down? No, not at all.
No, not yet.
It's only Dagenham. Who's your man of the match? For me, Antonio.
He's good tonight, Antonio.
I think we need a new manager. Yeah, well, I mean, would you make it? It's such a tough one for me.
I wouldn't have him beyond this season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have him beyond this season, and I think doing what they've done with the 6-month contract is such a risky thing because he's not looking any further forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's looking at short-term plans and whatever, you know. He's not looking at long-term plans and getting people in for the future, because all he's got to do is keep us in the league, and he earns £1 million or 2 million quid or whatever it is, you know. He's not taking a lot of money. And, you know, he's not looking long-term. So I think that's a risky strategy, that.
It's just a question of who we get if we don't keep him.
Someone good. We need someone decent, you know.
Yeah, a lot of talk about Silver, obviously.
I'm not sure about him now.
Do you know what? I think he was good until obviously he took his eye off the ball when Everton come in. So maybe he could still.
But what good's that? Because West Ham are no better than Watford at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's it. So we'll see what happens with the manager situation. It is a tough one.
What else you got?
How many new signings would you bring in next season?
42.
Yeah, that squad needs a complete overhaul.
Yeah, there's not many. I mean, it's aging as well now. You know what I mean? When you think about the midfield, I think Nobes is 30. Obiang's only young. He's only 25, 26. I think Czech's about 28 now. But that's all we've got in the midfield. But you look at the defence, 34-year-old Collins.
Was it a 36-year-old Evra?
36 Evra, 33 Zabaleta. You know, I think Ogbonna and Reed are the wrong side of 30 now. So they're
not getting any younger.
No, I think they're both 30. And, you know, that's massive for us. And, a centre forward that can fucking play games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you want to play with a big lump, we've got a big lump, but he plays 3 games a season.
Yeah, we've got to shift him out. That'll clear up 90 grand off the wage bill, and however much we can get for him at this stage. I don't know who will buy him. We keep getting rumours about Newcastle every time there's a transfer window.
The only club that would take him, I think. You have to give him away for nothing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Pretty much. I'm used to that. Someone said your clean shave is unsettling.
It's not that clean. I think it's deceptive.
It's this delight. I think people are used to with the beard.
Yeah.
The beard going on. Someone also asked how did Antonio's fitness look?
Good.
And he played near enough the whole game, I think. I don't know if he came off towards the end.
Yeah, he came off with 5 minutes to go, but he ran his socks off. Looked like the old Antonio.
Someone said, Everton fan, please take Allardyce back. Not good enough for Everton. I think people are sort of finding out a bit of what Allardyce is like, where he's going to all these teams in terms of his mentality.
The thing is, I think we fell into the same trap. What's good enough? You're only as good as the team you've got. And when Allardyce went into Everton, they was crap. They was rubbish. They was down at the bottom, you know. And
he seems to, though, a lot of times have a lack of ambition in certain games where he'll just...
definitely, 100%.
He'll accept he's not going to win.
I think he works with what he's got. You know, and I think he could have done a bit better at West Ham.
But do you know what drove me mad? Is there was a point when we were flying. When we was playing that attacking football and was playing the diamond formation and all that, and you thought, wow, now we're seeing what Allardyce is capable of with the players. And then it just didn't, and he just stopped.
But his ambition doesn't go above there. But I think his ambition would match the board's ambition. And the board have never been ambitious, so
I think as well the problem with him is his attitude to the clubs that he plays for, and he does like rile up the fans.
He's got one of them attitudes where he's like fucking, well, you hired me, and
he's very full of himself.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else?
Allardyce. You should appoint Gary Monk. I liked him.
Gary Monk.
I mean,
Swansea.
Yeah, but I remember he doing an half decent job. But yeah, I suppose if we're looking at ambition,
chance,
like
no chance.
It's one of them ones. Simon Wenger, Simon Wenger. Once we sack him,
I think Wenger's an old dinosaur now. Don't think he's up with a modern game. Things have changed. Like when he came into Arsenal 20 fucking whatever years ago now. The game was a much different game, and he was ahead of his time, but he stood still. And I think the game's passing him by now. I don't think he fits in the modern game. Yeah,
no, so it's one of them. I mean, he's still got a big name to sort of attract players, but like you said, it is passing him by a bit. Hugo is our best player now. So no, I think it's one of them things. Overall, it's like I said, a decent run out for the boys. I think Southampton, we've just got to get behind the team for that 90 minutes and just focus on the players on the pitch and singing behind them. And
I think that's the best thing to do now. I think all of the protests and stuff, that's, talking and on all this division between the fans, I think we need to just concentrate on supporting the team. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm one of these people that get pissed off with people saying that. And I'm pissed off that you have to think like that, because what have we been doing for the last... It's only one game.
Yeah.
What have we been doing for the last 29 or whatever?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not... but our voices need to be heard, especially at home. I think they're struggling at home a lot. And
Yeah.
We need to fucking...
I think if it is tense, the players will feel that.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's just one of them things.
Right, a couple more questions and then I've got to go home.
No, it's not a smart car, by the way. I'll just quickly get that one out there. It's not a smart car.
It's got a lovely roof, look.
Yeah. It's got a...
sunroof.
Yeah. Nice slab. Pulis, appoint Pulis. He played good football. No, thanks. Any more questions? So oh yeah, from the youngsters, who do you think did the best? So you pointed out Scully.
Yeah.
From when he was on. Hugo's performance, he got a goal, but other than that, he was shocking. So what else? Andre Silva as signing next window. Why it wouldn't happen? What's it like in the world of Nicky Hawkins?
It's chilled, man.
Chilled.
Yeah.
It's chilled, laid back. Best player today, yeah, like we said, Antonio. Should we appoint Eddie Howe?
I think he deserves a go.
Look at the job he has done with what
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth with the money he's had, which is not much. He's done a decent job. I mean, he's been tipped for the Arsenal job to succeed. I mean, it probably won't end up happening, but the fact that his name has been mentioned in the same breath as Arsenal
just shows you how well he's done. Yeah,
yeah.
It's such a difficult thing because I think nowadays there's so. I mean, it's like fucking creating a universe, getting someone to manage a football club. All the elements have got to be right. You know what I mean? You got to get someone that gets on with the players and gets on with the board, and they've all got to be in conjunction with each other. They've all got to be in communication. Our club at the moment, I can't see a lot of people fucking coming to work for us.
Nah.
If I'm honest, I think Paolo was asked on Italian TV this week about would he return, would he come back to save the club, and he turned around and said, I couldn't work with a man like David Sullivan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that geezer's batshit crazy, like Paolo. You know what I mean? Imagine him saying that.
Yep, and loves West Ham.
And loves West Ham with passion.
Would love to have that job, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Would love to manage West Ham. But
probably dreams about it every night. When he was at Sunderland, he was aiming for the West Ham job. I mean, it didn't work out for him at Sunderland, but fuck me, we got a manager now that it didn't work out for. At Sunderland.
Yeah, he didn't take him down, did he, Paolo?
No. In fact, he fucking saved them. But didn't work out for him at Sunderland. Probably dreamed about the West Ham job. Probably fucking sits there at night thinking, right, Lazio or West Ham. If one of them come calling and come. For him to turn around and say, I can't work with an owner like that, what does that say about the owner?
Exactly. And so if he wouldn't work with these board, thinking there are managers that wouldn't. So we just have to wait and see what happens. They might end up just keeping on Moyes. They might just end up taking the easy option and the cheaper option and say, all right, Moyes, here's a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal or some shit like that. So we'll see. But all right. Well, since Nicky's yawning, we'll
one more. Go on, one more.
All right, one more question. All right. So would you like this? Who do you want to sign? Like realistically, there's also about the summer budget.
Benzema, of course, mate. Benzema.
Yeah, that's
definitely coming.
100%.
What's that? Season tickets are ready to be sold now.
I mean, what do you think the budget needs to be for us to at least have a stable, non-relegation threatening season?
80 mil?
80 mil. Because the rumours have been talking about 60 mil, which I don't. When you look at the rebuilding job we have to do, is that 60 mil plus whatever?
Yeah, but you've got to think about who's going out.
Yeah, but so is that including?
Well, don't ask me. I don't like having the club.
So we'll have to see. Some people 100 million, 50 million, 100 mil. Yeah,
50 million gets you nothing these days. It's nothing.
What would you do if the club banned you from renewing your season ticket?
What to do?
Yeah,
stand outside.
Yeah, have to do it.
Have a listen.
Yeah,
see what's going on.
You'd be one.
Why would they ban me? I ain't done nothing wrong.
Yeah, you might end up just losing it and running onto the pitch next. I think lifetime bans for that though is outrageous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Like it's for life. For doing something in the heat of the moment. Yes, it's wrong to run on the pitch, but life. Years, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 5 seasons. Enough time passes. I mean, throwing coins, yeah, one thing, but all this. Even fighting in the stadium, I don't agree with getting banned for life.
At the end of the day, mate, it's illegal to enter the field of play.
Yeah.
Regardless of the situation. It's a difficult one. Because if I was the chairman, I wouldn't be banning anyone for life.
But you break the law. But you're not going to prison for life for doing it, are you?
But it's down to the club, isn't it? It's up to them, you know what I mean? you know the risk when you run on there. You know, people do get life bans for stuff like that. I think it's ridiculous. I wouldn't ban anyone like that, but it's to the discretion of the club, and you got to respect what the club do. You know what I mean? And I suppose when you've got so much, is that Mikel Antonio?
Nah, what? Nah, it's not. We're gonna go, all right, Mikel, get on it.
No, when I think where there were so many people trying to enter the field of play, that will say they reckoned.
Yeah.
When there were so many people trying to enter the field of play, you know, the game was getting disrupted. It was getting a bit ridiculous by the third or fourth person, you know. And I think to myself, they've got to show a deterrent.
Yeah.
Because if they turn around and go, oh well, we're going to slap with a 6-month ban, people might think, well, it's worth fucking 6 months.
Like even a 5 or 10 year, like, you know, life, like you never can. But they want to ban. They're talking about banning from football, not from West Ham, from every football ground.
That is the punishment. Yeah. That is the punishment. That's what they say.
I just think it's
banned
wrong.
for up to life. Well, I don't know.
Because you make a mistake.
I'm torn, but what do you mean make a mistake?
But say 10 years, you're not going to be that same person. You might, the heat of the moment, you've had too much to drink and you think, fuck, like, do you know what I mean?
But you can make an excuse for that every game then, couldn't you? You could turn around and go, well, I had a Carlsberg before I walked in, you know what I mean?
Do you remember the lad who ran onto the pitch and ran up and went and shook Billich's hand and like earlier in the season? But
it's different. It's different. I think you've got to take each situation. It's different. At the end of the day, if they don't ban people for life, and I'm not saying I would do this, I'm just saying there's got to be a deterrent because it got stupid. Like, I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, yeah.
I don't agree with them running onto the pitch.
No.
I wish they'd just stayed off the pitch and left it at a demonstration at the board. But by the time it got to the third or fourth person, I was even thinking, for fuck's sake, like, we want to get on with the game.
You don't think 10 years is a deterrent?
Life. I think life is the right decision.
All right, fair enough.
But I wouldn't give him life because I'm not that sort of person.
yeah. It did. Fair. But they're really talking about that geezer at the corner flag, right? Is they're talking about
taking a civil case against him.
Like he's going to have to pay the fine.
But they're going to get fined.
Yeah, so he's got a criminal charge. He's got banned for life, and he's going to.
But then what you got to do, is if you're going to sue him, then what about the steward that let him on?
Exactly.
The steward that he ran past, you got to turn around and go, well, that's your fault as well, because you let him on.
Yep. You know, he weren't exactly running with that corner flag. He weren't sprinting.
But it's just it got stupid.
You know,
I think they're right to do what they've done. I know why they've done it. I wouldn't say it's right. I know why they've done it.
Yeah. So, Spurs also lost to Burnley.
What, today?
No, I just probably putting things saying, if we lost to Burnley, Spurs have. But there's all sorts of other stuff.
I don't care about Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs are Spurs, and they're doing what they're doing. We're doing what we're doing.
So, I suppose we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to have other videos coming out in the next few days. And then we'll back to normal programming next week as a run up to Southampton. Let's hope we win it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the social medias.
Save the daggers.
Save the daggers. And one thing left to say, come on you Irons.